Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another Nexus Gaming Series matchup. Tonight, featuring Crimson Cyber Squad against Frank's Furters. Our early map bans for the team in blue with a red logo. No Garden of Terror, no Cursed Hollow. Meanwhile, the red team in red, banning Braxis and Sky Temple. First map chosen by CCS is going to be on Dragonshire. So that's where we'll be heading. Looks like lobby is up already. A lot of games tonight. A lot of games tonight, and for once, we have several of them being cast. So, Linebus has 2 casts tonight, I got 2 casts tonight, Calamancy will be casting on their stream as well. Thank you guys so much for casting. I don't know if this will even make it back to them, but it means a lot. Looking forward to a banger of a series. And there's the last person in the lobby. So we got everybody ready to rock and roll. And now, who's that? I heard he was retired. No, thanks, man. That's awesome. Alright. We're just sorting out the hats, getting them in the right positions. Boy, we got another one of these quirky teams that doesn't emote before they start, just like Spooky Ghost does. Except they're all like Gazlo Goblins. Oh boy. Alright, we got that all clear from both teams. Starting here now. Let's get on their way. Now, I don't know how much insider knowledge this is at this point, but I know that CCS does enjoy D-Shire. So, I'm surprised to see that they didn't ban this map. But maybe they got a plan. I forgot to call my dad. Whoops. I will call him after this match. First ban is Tychus, so definitely a target ban there. A lot of good things you can play on this map. It's a very versatile map. You know, you can play something like a Tracer Genji, Falstad. Oh, never mind, not the Falstad. He's banned. You could also just kind of run it down bottom with like a hard, like a new rack, Greymane, Junkrat, and then just push bottom. Obviously, getting the camps out is super important too, so you need strong wave clear. You could also grab something like Avala, Tychus, for just strong burn in general. the objective, so it doesn't really matter much for the DKs. It's captured, excuse me, too early to be yawning. And we see 3 DPS banned here, a couple of anchors for the side of CCS banned, and we see Joe Mama out too. So, best available here. I mean, I think maybe Tahaka, Brightwing are very, very safe picks. I think Tahaka's probably best in slot here. So they go with the Blaze. I mean, that's fine too. You're never upset about that. And we're going to see Rhaegar Junkrat. And speaking of those globals I was mentioning earlier, Brightwing and Tahaka picked up by Furters. Very strong, pretty meta picks here across the board. Frankfurters is going to need some DPS here, though, and the pool of traditional DPS are dwindling. Obviously, Greymane's still available, and he's always going to be a very strong pick. Sylvanas is up as well. I guess I expect to see at least one of those taken by CCS, just so they're not pigeonholed into, like, Cassia. I mean, Vala's still up too, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, there's more options than I thought. And Muradin is banned. So the Dwarf is not going to be able to play the Dwarf. So the front line is picked up. We have Diablo and Leo. A cow. There aren't a lot of Mosh interrupts right now. Obviously, Junkrat's going to have to be mindful of that whenever ETC is near them with 10s. That Mosh is a possibility. Just trying to save that W to the boop. And, oh, we have a Jimmy Raynor. I really liked their draft. I was rooting for them, but now they have a Raynor now. I think this should just be Sylvanas. Although I think Andrew is the offlaner, so maybe it's like... What else could they go here? Thrall, I guess? And play it in the 4-man? I think Sylvanas is just kind of a home run pick here, though.
Victory for the Forsaken.
I love when I'm right. Just not realizing it's a triple frontline with a Jimmy Raynor. The issue with this triple frontline, though, is that you just kind of dodge everything. Raynor really isn't going to do a lot of damage because it's Raynor. And on this map, I assume it's going to be Exterminator, but I really hope it's Dings, because I really think we need the damage there from the Raynor to make sure that something dies. And Red Team has to use their globals effectively as well. Try to keep up with any split pushing that Sylvanas does, the camp pressure, the Junkrat bottom. Like, Junkrat can be alone bottom the entire game and won't have to worry about anything. Well, let's see how it plays out. Enough of me yapping. Let's get into the action. It's Crimson Cyber Squad here in blue tonight, our home team. It's Extra X on Junkrat, Raven X on an Angry Cloud playing Sylvanas. Sylvanas, or Andrew, great mount synergy there with the Scan, the Janitor on the Soap, playing Luar, Code Monkey on Rhaegar, and the Dwarf on Diablo. From right to left, the away team, if you will, it's going to be Frank's Furters, FF for short, Magic Master, or MM for short, playing Blaze on a Happy Cloud. Meanwhile, on the top line, we have both our globals, DJ Cold Cuts on Tahaka, Indecisive on Brightwing, and bringing up the rear on the bottom, Dollying Pig on ETC. And Boggs on Raynor. Do they all have the same cloud skins? I love it. So Raynor is already starting bottom. They're going to give Prio mid here immediately. Now Leo will be heading up. We already have a boop onto the Raynor, and first blood is imminent. They receive the stun. Shift is going to be here too, and I hope the Brightwing doesn't get there in time. He does, unfortunately. It might be 2 kills? No. Okay, Brightwing's going to be able to get out. We do have Ace in the hole, and we see Overwhelming Affliction from Sylvanas. I guess because of the heavy beef?
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power? Prove it. Take control of the shrines.
So with this early death, red team's going to be a little bit behind in rotations, a little bit behind on camps. You can see they just started their siege camp now as Brightwing's going to check bottom. And it's going to be offlane Dahaka as opposed to offlane Blaze, which I guess makes the most sense. I think I almost prefer to have the Haka in there just for like tongues and stuff, but Dwarf almost getting blown up there by Blaze and ETC, but it is a Diablo after all, and the blue team already has 2 camps out. So the red team's 1. However, here in the top lane, Ravenex is kind of getting run down. If he gets tongued, it's going to be real bad. Nice interrupt there from Dollying Pig, and now Ravenex is in a lot of trouble. Here comes a Poly, and that's first blood for Frank's Furters. And perhaps even one more. Do they have another slide available? You do, but not going to go for it this time around. So, well done there on the pick. A great shift in from the Brightwing, by the way. The absolute correct way to use a global very effectively. Heal up a low health target. Try to get a pick there as well with the Poly. Great play there by Indecisive. Meanwhile, the bottom lane. Rainer's out too far, by the way. Raynor could just die here if Dwarf wanted to go. And okay, he goes now. Yeah, now he's not going to be able to get out. The boop is good there by Extra X. And a couple more autos should seal it. Code Monkey diving in. Now Raven X here. We are unstable poison on Sylvanas, so no haunting arrows. And now ETC going to be able to get out in time. And Junkrat is going full boop build. One of the more oppressive builds on Junkrat, in my opinion. 4 seconds on a boop is really, really tough. And he's not going to be able to get... Oh, bump. Boop was a little early, but... Blue team doing a really nice job here despite not even having their healer. Pushing this bottom wall and getting a lot of value out of it. 44 stacks on Sylvanas. Diablo almost has his stacks done. Unfortunately, the Blaze Stun not going to connect here. And now the trap is good. Dwarf looking to try to get a pick. Boggs is going to be pressing forward while the shift comes in. Junkrat boop. Good poly there from Brightwing again. Blaze potentially looking for a stun. He's got the oil down. Again, there's just not a lot of pressure, though, because it's a Raynor. Like, if this was a Vala, I think this is a much scarier team. And Magic Master, yeah, getting a little too ambitious. And the blue team will be running down this bottom fort. Wow, nice play there by Boggs. He was waiting for it. That was well played. ETC is saying maybe it's not the best idea to go through the back route. Let's take a look at what's happening in the top lane. It looks like nothing. Every time I come up here, Andrew is just vibing on the point. He's running in circles. It's a nice tongue there now. Is he going to be able to E and get out? The blue team is going to cap the objective. And yes, Andrew will live. The Dragonite now pushing in the mid lane. Oops, excuse me. So blue team up 2 in kills. They're about a full level ahead, but that really doesn't mean a whole lot here in the early stages. Junkrat has been left rather uncontested here for about 20 seconds, and so he has gotten nearly half of this fort. He tries to slide, but ETC can't run far enough away without being booted. And he gets booted. Diablo does have souls. Sylvanas, 85 stacks. Still a long way to go for Pinnacle. There, you know what? We're gonna ignore the offlane. They're boring. They're doing their jobs. And blue team now with level 10s. Wow, everybody snap picked their level 10s, by the way. Entomb, Mind Control, Ancestral, Riptire, and APOC. That'd be the fastest I've ever seen a team take all their ults together. And Diablo doing a really nice job just zoning here so that his DPS can step up. They look to get APOC on the cow, the Mind Control follow-up as well, and the shift going to the wrong target. But ETC able to get out of it. Nice Q there from the Rainer to stop the Riptire. And, I mean, that is a miracle that that cow survived. Really well played there from Dallying Pig. Able to withstand literally 3 ultimates. And still walk out damn near full health after a tap. Blue team's going to head down here in the bottom lane, but they don't have any ults available now. And this is where it could get really scary. They do have Dig available, and I hope that he starts to dig now. We do see it. DJ Cold Cut's coming in. He's going to be in the back line. The Mosh going to connect to 3 people of the blue team. And it is carnage for CCS. Code Monkey's going to get an Ancestral, but he is not going to walk out away with any more health. Oh, I lied. Maybe. Blaze. Blaze does get the auto off Diablo in the backline with souls. But it will not matter. Frankfurters taking a decisive fight, a 4-on-5, thanks to Dig of the Dahaka. And they will be clearing up their map a little bit, making it a better state. Hold on, I'm boop. Blaze is doing this camp. This is spicy. Do they know? I don't think they know. Oh, still knows. We look for a Mind Control. Hits the Blaze. Blaze is going to have to bunker out of this, probably. Oh, don't bunker while you... Okay, at the right wing. Now bunker, though. Bunker! Bunker! Okay, you see the bunker. And now it's used, actually, as terrain to stop Code Monkey from running away. Doesn't have Ancestral available, but Magic Master... Trying to get the kill. Respect. Dallying Pig. Unfortunately, could not withstand 10 tower shots. What's up, Calamancy? Thank you for casting tonight, by the way. I love that both casters are in my chat right now. So they were able to get the camp, but unfortunately... stayed a little bit too long, bunkered maybe a little too late. And because of these decisions... Oh, what's going on in the top lane here? Andrew is quite low. DJ Coldcuts has a nice tongue. Bog's going to be able to get the kill here on the Leo. Just a little bit of comeback XP obtained. They're going to get to level 13s at damn near the same time. Dahak is going to back forge some manas. Some mandibles. We are participating. Yes, we are. Blue team identifies a weak building, and as such, will be taking it down. Nice poly on Diablo. Diablo only at 64 souls, so none available. Code Monkey's in kind of a bad way here, though. Ancestral is available should he need it. And yeah, gonna pop that Ancestral. Riptire gonna connect to the front line of Frank's Furters, but no harm, no foul. And again, we cut to the top lane, and these two gentlemen are still dueling it out. Here comes Diablo to provide some moral support. It's a nice Entomb, but here comes a shift as well. APOC not really going to do a whole lot here because it's a Diablo and a Leo. And Cold Cuts is fighting this out, and he wants it. But now, yeah, the damage from the 13 of Leo might be enough to actually get a kill. It's a Mosh, though, and it's a 2-man Mosh in the top lane. Andrew's able to get out of there. The Dwarf caught in it, and Rainer completely uncontested to shoot whatever's in front of him. And he'll be getting 2 more kills. Another excellent mosh from the pig. Magic Master getting caught by the mind control, but he's able to get out just in time. Shift, again, has been good all game. Remains true. Here at level 15. 5 to 7 kills now, swinging back over to Frankfurters, and they try to do this camp yet again. Let's see if it goes as well for them this time as it did last, and they decide PTSD is real, and we're gonna leave. Boop. Junkrat's gotta be careful. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. There were 3 people there, and he throws the boop to interrupt. Alright, red team now has an opportunity to cap their first Dragon Knight. Nice mind control into the top lane. Code Monkey again with the Ancestrals. They've been good all game. Not going to be able to save the Haka this time around, but he will have Dig available when he's back up. That's his first death. There's an engage from Dwarf. Nice Q by Ranner. Stopping the flip there onto the pig. Spider Pig. I do love me a good hot dog. Yeah, you do. And while the XP and kills are very even, the map state certainly is not. 2 forts to 0 in favor of CCS. Junkrat did have to back. The Dwarf is down here. I don't think they can even kill him. Oh, maybe they can with the nice boop there by the Junkrat, but I mean, I think he's just kind of dead. It's 88 on souls. The W's doing all that they can, but it's not enough. And not for nothing, Raven X Andrew here in the top lane with the Sylvanas. No black arrows available, but does have possession baseline now, thanks to that change last summer, I believe that was at this point. So this fort likely under siege. Immediate mind control and a shift going to be canceled because Cold Cuts decides to burrow a little bit. This camp, look at how much value though. Getting quite a bit of this fort. Wait, that's funny. Ah, yes, the back tower certainly doing what it's intended to. Again, why is that tower not here? Why is it here? This does absolutely nothing. If you're going to dive, you could just sit up here. And if you're to the point... never mind. I was just going to start ranting like an old man. Same with this tower. Talk about a tower that does nothing. You can even play right here, and it just doesn't... It does nothing. Just get rid of it. Why bother? Engage onto the ETC, both tanks exchanging pleasantries. Brightwing is top. It's a nice mosh again. 2 people are here. They get caught in that mosh, but the APOC will interrupt it. Now Dolly and Pig getting low. Raven X looking for blood and finding it. Leo taking care of the Rainer there as well. It's a 2 for nothing in favor of CCS, who are heading to both objective points to get their 3rd Dragon Knight, I believe, of the game. There's no, like, tally on how many there's been, right? I think it's been 2. And Junkrat is the chosen DK recipient. Hey guys, do you know her husband is dead? Anyway. Focus here is going to be on the mid lane. It's a nice stun there from Blaze, but Magic Master going to get booted back into the core for his efforts. Tongue almost connecting there. Nice sidestep by Sylvanas. Mind control on the Blaze. Needs to immediately pop them, but never mind. Wait, did Bunker get popped? No. That would have been tragic if he had bunkered here, but it didn't register until he was kicked. We've seen a tomb onto Dahaka, but that's only going to make him angry. He does going to have a tongue out of that, right? Oh no, not for 5 seconds. ETC will fall. The Dragon Knight's still pushing bottom lane while Blaze tries to deal with it. But a couple of Katas here. Nice engage by the Dwarf. And plenty of follow-up damage this time. Syl has full Pinnacle quest now complete, so has that additional healing. Has the damage as well. And Let's see if they decide to try to full end with this. There are two people dead, but trying to end in mid lane is tough to do. And now Boggs is going to throw down the Rainer's Raider. Mind Control going to miss again. And it looks like Boggs is getting kicked away. Blaze will fall. But it's still not over, I would say. Still taking a fair amount of damage from the minion wave. The Entombment in the backline onto Brightwing might be the nail in the coffin. Indecisive, playing so well. Junkrat does die to the core, by the way. So, it's a little munker right now if you're blue team. It's a big mosh. And Raynor pressing forward, despite not having that talent, gets 2 kills. And they're trying to kill the Sylvanas. But Sylvanas, by the way, with Pinnacle level, of Pinnacle done, is such... Oh my god. Holy cow, they did it. 6% in the dream. They were pinging the Sylvanas mercilessly there. And now what can they do with this little advantage? Maybe they can take bottom fort. All the structures are relatively healthy for CCS yet. Been very impressed with the Brightwing play, by the way. He's definitely been my MVP for Frankfurters. Although the Moshes have been very good, too. Cold cuts. Making sure that Diablo is not there. And Diablo is trying to do this camp by himself, which is something he shouldn't have gotten away with. But he does. Slowly and eventually. He had Tomb Wallbang, yeah.
My beloved is gone, but his power remains.
And are they going to be able to catch the Dwarf here? He does not have souls available. Blaze is going to be able to stop him from escape. Oh, why didn't he go? They didn't go. I'm surprised they didn't go on that. I think he was just dead. They didn't believe in the heart of the cards. Wow, Jimmy going Sergeant Pepper is wild. To not go unstop into this team? What a bold man. Her husband is dead. Do we have Deathmash? We do have Death Metal. So ETC adding another Mosh to their arsenal. And here comes a dig in the bottom lane. I really like to see this. DJ Cold Cuts getting mind controlled though, and now here comes the APOC. It's not going to connect this time. What's up, you Bagatron? Thanks for the reminder. Tongue not quite connecting. Diablo's been playing well, yeah. Thank you for the follow. I used to Mac Pack. Me too. Me too. Only in Diablo, though. Nice tongue under the back line. Beautiful cleanse from Code Monkey. The Mosh not going to hit this time. Dwarf does not have souls available, and Mind Control misses again, but we are having level 20 Ancestral pop off. And now we have a Riptire. Big stun there from Magic Master. The Blaze connected to 3. Boggs is trying to whittle him down, but there's so much self-healing from this team that nobody is dying. Dallying Pig is going to be the first to fall, but it's a 3-man Deathmash. Can they do anything with it? Code Monkey's the one to get run down. It's a 1-for-1, and the fight rages on. DJ Cold Cuts in the back line, trying to look for another time, but Boggs caught out by Sylvanas, and now a beautiful stun there from the Dwarf. Diablo claiming the life of the Blaze, and that should do it. How can I join NGS? I have 30,000 to donate. Yeah, we won't even consider a donation under 50k. Beautiful mind control there again. Brightwing wasn't going to do much but vibe. GG's will come out, and CCS will win game 1 here of this best of 3. What a game. 16 to 14 in kills. I almost had it, he says. Good sport about things. Appreciate that. Alright, leading the way in damage there. Both Raynor and Sylvanas for their teams. Very, very close game in numbers, in kills, and deaths, and healing. Brightwing had a little bit more to heal this game. That's why the number's a little bit bigger, but obviously offlane soak contribution is the same. Pretty much the same. Very close game. Really interesting Syl build. Really interesting Rainer build. Everything else pretty standard. Showstopper. Alright, well, let's see where we're heading for a game 3 here. It's going to be on Frankfurt to decide which map we are going to next. The first map was picked by CCS, obviously won by CCS. And it looks like we're going to Towers of Doom for our next map. Alright, so we throw up some Towers of Doom. Let's see who has... Whoops, not Tomb of the Spider Queen. Towers of Doom. Who has our first map? Or first pick, excuse me. So this was picked by the red team. It's Frankfurter's decision to go to Todd. We have the all clear from Frank's Furters. And we're going to get right into it. Hell yeah. A minute and a half between games. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Well done, DivC. Appreciate you. First band is Joe Mama. And Frankfurter's deciding we don't want to deal with Sylvanas. And they're not willing to give up the Falstad. Makes sense. Especially on this map. And Rhaegar ban. So 2 target bans from the last game. Haka, the reasonable first pick on Towers of Doom. So the Haka's going to switch sides.
For the frozen throne.
And we see Blaze and a Nubrak taken from the side of Frankfurters. Both frontline. Already picked. A little scary, I think, to grab a noob so early. I feel like this is just like Brightwing and Garrosh. It makes a noob's job extremely difficult.
For the alliance above all. Hell, it's about damn time.
It's about damn time. So it looks like we have a little bit of role swapping here. DPS and offlane have switched spots, and that may not be completely true by the end of the draft, but for now, Andrew grabbing Tychus and Extrax is on the Dahaka. Another ban. They say we're going to ban Diablo because we don't want to play against that either. And no Stukov. Make way for the bad guys. We see a Zul'jin. I feel like we haven't seen a Zul'jin in NGS in a minute. I don't remember the last time I cast a Zul'jin. And Indecisive has the old man Deckard Cain, aka Linehouse. He's old. Death is beyond your reach. What an interesting draft I'm looking at here. We have Malthael and May. So, is it 4-man Dahaka? Because it's got to be like Pale Horse Malthael, right? For the soak?
This realm needs me.
And Li Ming. I mean, I'm always excited to see Li Ming. What map are we on? We're on Tower's Doom. Huh. I don't know what to expect. Very, very interesting drafts, I think, from both teams. Sorry, I was reading something. I like the portrait synergy, by the way. I do like the Carbot when people pick their roles and they pick a Carbot to go off the roll. I think that's a cool idea. Anyway, from left to right, up 1-0. We have Crimson, Cyber Squad, CCS, Extrax on Dahaka, the Dwarf playing May, Code Monkey on the Anduin, Raven X on Tychus, and Andrew on Matthew. Because Malthael is hard to say. And from right to left, we have Frank Furters, DJ Cold Cuts on Blaze, Magic Master on one of my favorites, the Li Ming, Boggs playing Zul'jin, Dollying Pig on a Barack Obama, Indecisive on Deckard Cain. Let's take a look at our level 1 talents here. Heat Transfer. That talent pumps, by the way. If you're looking to do some damage, man, Heat Transfer, that'll do. May already taken the brunt of some damage here. And we have Recklessness from Boggs. But getting caught already is DJ Cold Cuts. And First Blood going over to CCS. Much like Game 1. And now with that, I mean, they have the ability to do this camp. Friends, you cannot rotate this way. Oh man, they're full sending. They're full sending and Dahaka has Dig. Look at this combo from May. And Nubarak immediately dies. Boggs now going to lose their stacks as well. And the Dahaka is just here for moral support at this point. And a very rough start this time for the side of Frankfurters. And several of these pumpkins will be coming down here, smashing into the bottom towers. Already a tower now, and already almost a full level in XP ahead. Just a minute and a half into this game. So it is going to be offlane to Haka. I thought maybe it was going to be Pale Horse, Malthael things, but instead, that's not the case. I kind of wish we saw like a full Q build here out of Zul'jin. With like net. I guess they have pull. Once they don't have pull and you have a Nubarak and you have Li Ming, I think net could be really, really strong here. And maybe they're still going to go net even with Recklessness. But I think like Q build is really, really nice to have when you're going net. You definitely have to go the activatable here at 4 once you get it because you're playing into May. Dollying Pig going in for a stun, but not going to find it this time. Bigger they are. Out of the Tychus. And, oh, we don't have the remove roots or slows. No. Yeah, this should be the other level 4. You can cleanse yourself of the Anduin roots. You can cleanse yourself out of the May stuff. It's so, so good. Now, Li Ming getting caught out and will fall. Malthael farming in the bottom lane right now. And as the first objectives come up, Red Team needs to find a way to kind of just relax a little, keep their cool. And then Boggs genuinely may have gotten out of there if he had the other level 4. Blaze and Dahaka are going to trade. Anduin here, Code Monkey in the bottom. We'll be able to get that tower objective thingy as well. I don't even know exactly what you'd call it. What kind of build are we going to have from our Li Ming? That is my next big concern. I think it needs to be Calamity. And they're going to give this camp, maybe look for a pick on the Blaze. DJ Coldcut's able to get out of there in time. I can't just say the first part of his name without saying the rest of his name, by the way. It's just an excellent name overall. And now here comes a big invade from CCS. Dollying Pig has to get out of there. He's just going to explode. It's a big heal, though. Look at the rubies. The rubies are insane. He's going for more, and he's full health. Boggs has to get in there and fight. You know he's low, but he's got to throw some axes. And right now, Andrew's getting really low. This is the fight that could change things for Frankfurters if they're able to get a pick. Li Ming needs a reset, though, and they can't quite find when DJ Coldcuts will die. But they do find the actual reset. And that is a big kill for them. They're going to lose the camp, but they're going to get the full level that they were requiring. And only, I don't think any of the pumpkins actually ended up making it through. What a battle. This is going to be Seeker. They have a lot of CC set up for it. And both teams look to be rather content just getting their own objectives here.
Take the altars and put an end.
Raven X and Decisive going for it. Snowball's going to interrupt both of them. And curious to see now how CCS plays this. There are pumpkins going in the bottom lane. It's a nice stun onto Andrew. Boggs kind of full sending, just capping the objective, and yeah, they're going to be able to get it. But this is now the issue for the Frankfurters. They need to get down here and stop this damage from connecting to the bottom towers. And I don't think they're going to be able to rotate there in time. It's a big mini wave and big pumpkins, and half the tower will fall. So just good macro here. I mean, good really everything from CCS. They took one little L on the camp, which ended up not being much of an L in the first place. And now with their level 10s here, let's see what we got. Dollying Pig going to be missing here slightly. But he will be able to get out in time. It is Last Rites, Odin, Light Bomb, Isolation, and we have a Snowball. One of my favorite talents to play with. And red team's just going to kind of vibe behind their towers until level 10s can be achieved. Couple of sprays. Do they all have the same sprays too? Man, this team is on top of it. I love it. Here we have a big engage from the Mei looking for a snowball. It's a beautiful route from the Anduin. A Nubarak will go down, and now Boggs is snowballed. The light bomb target. He's doing it himself. Code Monkey taking it upon himself to play frontline assassin and doing it effectively. The nice route there. And subsequent light bomb. Just, you know what? If you're not going to call for light bomb, I'm just going to do it myself. So the bottom tower will fall. CCS now firmly in control. Not only the XP of this game, nearly 3 levels ahead, but also the map state and soon to be amount of core health.
The altars. Do not disappoint me.
Do not disappoint me. Engage on the Raven X in the back line. They do have their 10s available now. It is Cocoon, Disintegrate Bunker, and Tez. Dingo. There's a lot of rubies here, but a bunch of pumpkins are going to be marching into the bottom tower. Blaze going to miss a stun. Gets rooted by Anduin. Going to have to bunker to get out of it. Dwarf does not have Snowball yet, but he's looking like he might have it. And I like this now. Big engage onto the Mei. Blaze lost his bunker and lost the ability to get back into it as it just died. Nice armor there from DJ. Will be able to live through that. Cocoon gonna kind of disengage, but he needs to make some beetles. DJ Coldcut's at 150 HP. He makes a beetle. Blue team will get the objective. And after almost every ultimate misses, blue team's still gonna come out slightly ahead on top. And now they're starting to lose the map a little bit too. Who got this top camp? Blue team did. Oh, they must have got cleared out. Nice. Blaze must have did that. Blaze is winning the top lane. Mid lane, though, looking a little battered and bruised. Boss is available should they choose. Blue team's going to have pumpkins pushing the bottom lane, but we have a gank here onto Andrew. It's a nice pull from Code Monkey. It's surely what would have been a kill. Snowball incoming, perhaps? No. Not quite. When we take a look at our 13s for CCS. It's a euphoric sound for me. The Li Ming Seeker Missile. Ding! If they try to clear these pumpkins out, they really need Li Ming here to be able to help this. Zul'jin only has 2 stacks. It's been a rough game to play Zul'jin here. They're doing such a great job just keeping him blind. Obviously, the changes with the defs make it significantly harder to stack, even if you take a couple L's. We'll see an engage here on the extra X. He does have dig available, and he's going to be able to get out of it. Now the dwarf looking for a snowball is going to find the Anubarak, who has no escape, no pull, mind you. And it's a nice tongue there from the Dahaka, but look at the damage from Li Ming. Here come resets. The Anduin is sitting on the ground. And it's a 1-for-1 right now. They lost 1 tank, but they still have another. Blaze now has to pretend he's a main tank. Finds a stun in the back line, but is getting immediately run down. Needs to use that bunker. Oh, he doesn't have bunker, excuse me. Nice tongue in the back line there by Extra X, going after the Dahaka. This team trying to get out of the way of this Dahaka, who's causing so much carnage in the back line, and just allowing the Tychus to step forward indecisive with a beautiful sleep. Going to be able to keep his team alive momentarily. Woo-wee, Rick. That's a lot of damage. Both teams taking 2 tower shots on their way out the door. But the core... Thank you, Gibbs, by the way. Hey, I have a mod again. Boy, I haven't had a mod in years. CCS is ahead in kills. It is 32-10 in core health as they look to push these other pumpkins in. It is net. Okay, so we do see net. And we have another glass cannon Li Ming. Excellent. Gotta get these pumpkins down, though. There's a net under the objective. Unstoppable use, but it's too late. Getting a little bit greedy for this, and now another, what the hell is that thing called? Snowball. Code Monkey trying to stay alive, but not going to be able to. And this is exactly what Frankfurters need to get back into this game. If you have a core, you have a chance. And they will be able to take back this bottom fort as Dalian Pig tries to get another stun for their Li Ming. But tower has been called. Let's take a look at the mid lane, see what's going to be happening here. DJ Cold Cuts does have bunker available should he need to use it. And it looks like he might have to. No, he's fine. But they're really caught out now. They go on to Ravenex. It's a beautiful sleep, beautiful engage from Pig. Down goes the Tychus. The net gonna find Haka. But not gonna find much more after that. And now with this, it's a triple altar phase. I think Frankfurters should be able to get all of these, but they have to be careful not to split their resources too thin. Dahaka doesn't have E available. Yep, he's going to need a pull, but it's rooted anyway. Li Ming is capping, and that's where the bulk of their damage is going to be coming from. Needs to get into the bunker there. Well done by Zul'jin, but DJ Cold Cuts doesn't have a bunker left. It's a 4-on-4, and so far the blue team seems to be winning this fight. Here comes Li Ming, though, with the damage from the outside. 16 tier advantage is in the favor of CCS. Unkillable used. It's a beautiful route there, and again, I keep going back to it. Gotta have that other 4. And now boss and this would end. They are fighting down 2. Li Ming's going to have to do something special, but won't be able to as a Tychus grenade is going to finish him off. And I think we might be looking at the start of the end of the game here as Indecisive tries to get the stall. Yeah, and I think he fully understands the situation they're in. Boss will be taken, and CCS will be winning this series. A very dominant showing here in Game 2. Odin be used. DJ Cold Cuts has got this, I believe. Dalian Pig, why not? Send it. Yeah, get in there. I respect it. I respect the effort. GG's. CCS wins 2-0. Ahmad actually using their power is impressive, yeah. Just take a look at the numbers. Tychus and Li Ming leading the way. Dahaka much better in the soaking category. Quite a gulf between the two in XP contribution. Healing numbers roughly the same, but overall kills, I mean, that was a very quick Towers of Tomb game. Only 13 minutes. Certainly much faster than the previous game. A lot less competitive, too. CCS, I don't know. Apparently they needed a warm-up game. And after the warm-up game, they took Todd very seriously. Were able to come out ahead. So, let's see. I suppose we could chat with them for just a sec. If they want to. Let's look at this. Give them that. Give them a point as well. See if they want to send...
Good evening.
Greetings. Congratulations. How you feeling?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you feeling?
Fine. I had the easy job. You guys had all this tough work to do.
We didn't want to give you any long maps today. I know how much you hate them.
Seems to be a common thing lately. Although that D-Shard game was pushing it.
Yeah, I died for stupid reasons.
But, yeah, so we started D-Share tonight, and kind of interesting comp, I thought, from the side of Frankfurters. They had kind of triple front line, right? Yeah, they Blaze Haka and ETC. How did that kind of impact your drafting in the 4-5 there at the end?
Let's see. We play the way that we play the map is we like to have an anchor, so we picked that up early, and we didn't really worry about their comp that much because we wanted to play Dragon Shard the way we want to play it. So
Yeah.
we weren't like we could have drafted percent damage to help with the front line and stuff like that, but we're like, this is the way we like to play this map, so this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and I think that's important. I think that's something a lot of teams don't focus on as much as they should. It's like, oh, they're so worried about whatever anybody else is going to do. It's like, well, what are we good at? Because we're good at things too, so let's focus on that. You know, come with a playing plan, stick to the plan, and execute.
Dragon Shard is one of our big maps. Like, we have a good win percentage on it, so we're comfortable in the style that we play, and people don't really have solid counters to what we do, so we just keep doing it.
Yeah, and if it's not banned, then you know, one of the things.
Yeah,
try to
I was
stop
a
me.
little surprised that they left it open. I was like, yeah, we'll take that.
You know, a lot of really good individual efforts all game. I think the Diablo play was really strong. You know, a couple of really nice boops there as well. Obviously, Sylvanas had mind controls and tombs. The Brightwing play from the other side was really good. I thought they had some really nice engages in the top lane too for ganks. It was a really close game overall. You know, the score wasn't necessarily indicative of how close it was building wise, because I think maybe you guys lost a fort, but it ended up being, you know, something like 18 to 19 kills. Were there any concerns after you guys kind of lost that big team fight bottom that things are starting to slip away, or what's the mood after something like that happens?
Well, after that big fight bottom, we're just like, look, we're ahead. We have structure advantage. We have rotation advantage. Just chill out. Stop feeding. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we didn't need. That was the bottom camp one where we were like, back out, back out. Our tank was like, oh, I thought we could have killed their tank soon enough, but the Hawk had dig, so he was there right away. And Brightwing obviously being global as well. The Brightwing was really, really good in that one. I gotta say that for sure. But we were just like, okay, just wrap it up, get back to what we do, and let's just, you know.
Yeah. And then we ended up going to Towers of Doom. This was their map choice. And let's see, what did we have picked here? It was the first pick to Haka, probably a pretty safe decision there. And you guys decided to whip out the triple front line. Kind of walk me through that thought process to have like a Malthael being in the 4-man as opposed to the Nahaka. Because to me, I think the Nahaka would have been the stronger offlaner to have, but I mean, obviously globals are good. What's the thought process going?
That was the big thing why we kept the Hawk in the offlane, was just for the global. You know what I mean? Because I could be top doing something and all of a sudden dig in for a camp or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I did dig very often. It was like once or twice. I think it was just for skirmishes and whatever, right? But it was not a demanding pressure for the dig, and we weren't really planning to go big like triple front line until like we saw that their regular offlaner hadn't picked yet. Obviously they swapped, right? Magic and DJ. So we're like, well, they're probably going to go triple front again, so that's why we went with the Malthael.
Okay.
And then they just last picked Ming, and it was like, yeah, okay, we'll just find a way to deal with this.
Yeah. And I think you guys did a really good job. I mean, the last game, it looked like you guys were mad that the first game took so long. As you guys really came out firing. I think you had 3 kills and you had taken a tower, one of the small towers, obviously, like at a minute and a half in, and really never looked back. It was a far less competitive game, but I mean, credit to you guys for stepping on the gas and not letting go throughout the whole game, because it's easy to get complacent, but you guys were very focused, looked like all game, and ended up coming out on top. So
It's nice because
Congratulations.
this is our second favorite map, and I guess us and Frankfurters have the same map pool, so it just works out really well, right?
Yeah. No,
And
that's
this is
always
one that
nice.
we like to get aggressive on. Like we like to go as aggressive as we can on this map because it's just easier to like capture their points when we're going forward instead of backwards, right? So
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
and the Tychus
congratulations.
really helps that. Thanks.
I'm gonna let you go here and get some water and for my next one. And if you got any shout outs or anything else you'd like to say, the floor is yours.
Shout out my team. Everybody did a really good job today. I definitely like to shout out Frankfurters. They're a really good team, and I'm just happy that we caught them on an off day because I've seen a lot of their recent games and they've been pretty strong. So, shout out for you. Thanks for casting. Appreciate you picking up so many casts all the time.
Absolutely.
I think that about covers everybody.
All right, we'll go celebrate. We will catch you next time.
All right. Thanks, Blue. See you
Thanks,
later.
man. All right, well, that's gonna do it for me. You are welcome, RavenX. Let's send you over to one of the other degenerates that is streaming right now. Let's see, it looks like Line Bus is up. So we're gonna play jump back and forth between the casts tonight. Absolutely Dwarf, you are welcome. The Lime Bus, bam. I'll be back here in an hour and a half casting another match between Objective Optional and another team. Magnitude Fault Shift. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Calamancy also has a cast in 30 minutes. Habitual Line Steppers against Cosmos Div D. So go out and support them as well. For NGS, I'm Eternally Blue. Be good to each other.